setting up the camera. Hey everybody, it's Lolly Zombie and I'm making some interesting soap. Someone actually asked me to do a little video because they're interested in seeing how I make the soap. Now I use melt and pour soap. I'm not clever enough for hot process or cold process yet, and also I do have pets and I do have roommates, so I really don't want to fill my house full of lye, and I don't have a soap area as such. So I've got my clear base that I mentioned in my other video, and I'm going to make some of my nerdier soaps today, so I'm going to spoil it, yay! So first up, I've cut up the soap in my Pyrex dish into cubes. It probably should be smaller cubes, but this will do for now. So what you want to do now, I'm going to just take the camera. Now, some people use a double boiler, but my electric stove is terrible. So hopefully that'll be a one-day thing. So I'm actually just microwaving it, and you only want to microwave it for short bursts and not on high, because otherwise it's going to melt. So while it's going to melt, well, it's supposed to melt, it's going to burn, and burnt melt and pour will not work. So while that's doing its thing and I'm struggling with the camera, I'm going to show you what molds I'm going to use and show you some of the stuff I've got to go with it. So you obviously know I've already got my soap. I've got this area set up on my kitchen bench because my desk is too messy and there's too much glare, and there's also the air conditioner, so you wouldn't be able to hear me. So first things first, we've got the scales because measuring. I've got my terrible soap knife, which I'm not showing you because it's not really a soap knife. Now, surprise mold number one is a rupee. Number one on my nerdy list will be Legend of Zelda soaps. We have the brain, which if you follow my group, you already knew that I have a brain. For any leftovers, I have super adorable dinosaurs. I got red and rubbing alcohol. That's for cleaning my tools, for spraying the air bubbles out. So the soap just dinged, so we'll have a look at how it's going. Alright, so it's not quite melted yet, obviously. So back in for a little bit longer. Actually, I've never worked with the clear soap before, so this is a bit different because usually the shea base and the goat's milk and the coconut, they've melted by now and they're creamy, whereas this one is very sticky. I was also looking at some of the ingredients, and it's got a couple of things I wasn't really a fan of, like palm oil, so I won't be using this base a whole lot because I really don't like the whole palm oil thing. I don't really care if you care or whatever. So you get to listen to me ramble for the next few minutes while that keeps going, because I was going to melt it first, but I thought, well, that's not a very good tutorial. So I've got red from Heirloom. I love Heirloom stuff. But so in the shea base, I've just made some soap on my table over there from shea base, and the red doesn't go red, it goes pink because it's a white base. But hopefully in this clear base it'll go red. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want it to boil, but I do want it to be melted and about just over 150 Fahrenheit, so nearly 75 Celsius. I'm not using any scent, by the way. Today I'm doing unscented because this is a test run with this new base. So, got my soap, and I got this is a candy thermometer, so glass, I can use it for stirring. I sanitize it and clean it after every one so none of the bases get mixed up. So, I'm just going to take this pipette and just keep doing some red until I get the right colour. Because I want a good red to it. Okay, so that only took about 4 drops, which is awesome because I thought it was going to take a few more, but I suppose it is a clear base. That is about the red I'm looking for. I did want it a bit more shiny for the rupees, but whatever. So I will show you after I pour them. So I wait to pour until the thermometer comes back down to about, I like to wait but it's not coming down very fast. I like to wait till it's about just over 100, because once it starts to thicken up, it pours better. But if I pour it too quick, it's going to stick to the mold. These molds are plastic. I'm really a bit nervous about getting them out. I will make a video about getting them out when I figure out how. So, oh, and remember to wear gloves, because you are, well, if this is for your own use, then still wear gloves. But if you're planning on selling, like I do, don't contaminate it with anything. I've sanitized this entire bench, entire kitchen. But make sure, this is just for me because it's a test run, so that's why my hair's still messy and I'm wearing just my normal clothes. Usually I'd be a bit more protected. So I'm going to pour this now, and I'm going to see if I can flip the camera just to show you actually pouring it. So no, I can't. Alright, this will do. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to just slowly pour into the mold until it gets to the top. So we'll do it to the brain. I really am really excited to use this brain. I only got it the other day. These molds are from a really awesome girl called Morgan. She makes all these fancy molds. She makes them. She's based in the US, but she ships everywhere, which is amazing, because usually a lot of the cooler molds are from the US and I can't get them. But she does customs. I'm even going to order a bath bomb mold with my logo on it. And they're really reasonably priced. And the postage is amazing for it coming from America. So, just, since I've got a bit left over, make a couple of dinosaurs. I'll probably use these on top of bath bombs. Cute little kitty bath bombs or something. That one will be my tester. Hope you could see that. I don't know if you could see that. I'm going to have to watch this later. So, now, you get your rubbing alcohol, and you just quick spritz on the outside of them. So that way the bubbles are gone. So that's it. That's exactly how it's done, and it's so simple. Now all you've got to do is just wait a few hours for it to set, pop them out, and wrap them up so they don't sweat. And for those who don't know, because you don't make soap or you're not really into the know with this, the sweat is the glycerin in the soap draws in the moisture from the air, especially if it's humid, and it's really humid in Australia today. So I've got all my soaps wrapped up and in a box. And if you don't, it gets these tiny beads of sweat. They do come off, and they're not harmless or anything, but they don't look very pretty. And if you're trying to make pretty soap like how I am with the brains, you don't want sweaty, gross brains. 100% usable. So there you go. I've made some awesome brain soap and some awesome rupees. They will be up on my shop once I have a good surplus, and I really can't wait for my nerd shop to open. These ones are probably for me, for testers, and maybe a couple of Christmas presents to some really awesome nerdy people I know. Thank you for watching. I know it wasn't the best video. I'm working on new technology that isn't my terrible phone. So thank you, and stay dead and stay deep.